Do you want to use AI inside of your martial arts business? In this video, I'm diving in on how to do it. Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer Waters, and in this video, I'm going to unpack for you some ways to utilize AI for your martial arts school, for your business, to help you not only enroll new students, but be able to communicate better to your existing students and help you with the day-to-day operations of your martial arts business. So if you're ready, let's dive in. All right, so very first thing that I want you to do is you need to head on over to openai.com. Now, if you don't have an account with openai.com, it's free. That's actually one of the reasons why this has taken the world by storm. People can't imagine the fact that there's an open source platform that allows you to utilize this AI technology that takes large amounts of information from all over the web previous to 2021. I think 2021 is its limitation right now, but it takes all that information across the web, compiles it, and then spits it out for you. So go over there, create an account. If you haven't done it already, do it now. Don't be a late adopter. Like, get on board with this right away. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to dig into the capabilities of ChatGPT. So once you get into ChatGPT, you'll see a screen just like this. And the very first thing that I would say is you need to think about in order of how you need to approach your martial arts business. Okay, so if I'm thinking about growing my business, then I want to start with marketing. Then I want to go to sales. And then I want to start working on student success. And then I want to start working on ascension, getting people to stay longer. After that, I want to start working on leadership development. I want to get clarity. And then I want to start pursuing the vision of what this looks like for the next 10, 15, 20 years. Those are actually the 7 steps that we take people through inside of our 7-Figure Dojo program. But I'm just laying it out for you in the order that I think about utilizing a tool just like this. And so with ChatGPT, what you're going to do is, if you think about it from a marketing standpoint, how can I utilize this machine, this AI, to help me with my marketing? Well, let's take social media ads, for example. So one thing I could do is I could say, create a Facebook ad for my martial arts school. And it just starts creating an ad. Now, the really cool thing about this is it's just going to give you a lot right away until you narrow it. And it does allow you to narrow it. So if I want to say, now rewrite this for a Muay Thai school, and here's a revised version, bam, and it just starts spitting out copy for you as well. Now, if you look at some of our other videos on our YouTube channel, we have how to use AI specifically for Facebook ad copy. I'm not going to get into that today because it would take up the majority of that video, which is why I made the other videos. So make sure you go to our YouTube channel and check that out. But this is just a great way to do this. You could also say, rewrite this ad for parents looking to enroll their children into martial arts. Boom. And it just makes it again. And so it's making you a whole entire ad copy. There's a lot that goes into creating your own ads. This is just one element of ad copy. And I would say that for the majority of you that are watching this video, creating your own ad copy and creating your own ad campaign is not going to be the best use of your time. I keep going back to this. If you watch my channel, I talk about this a lot. Who, Not How. It's a book written by Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy. And in the book, it really talks about, instead of you spending all your time trying to figure out how to do things, you want to leverage who. And your who might just be somebody who's an expert in Facebook advertising. And so that's why if you're looking for somebody to help you out with your Facebook ads, and also combine the power of a dojo assistant, which is essentially a virtual front desk assistant, somebody who can start following up on your leads, and at the same time you want to learn how to run your martial arts business more effectively and more profitably, you can come inside of our 7-Figure Dojo program and we'll show you how to do that. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start utilizing this to help me with the next step, which is, if I'm thinking in terms of marketing, what's another thing that I would want to think about? Well, I can either work, let's say, texting or email. So let's say I have a list of people that I want to text. Make a short text message using the above copy. Boom. And bam, it starts creating me a text message. Okay, so you can have a lot of that. Now, again, we're thinking in terms of marketing. So let's go to email, right? How would I do this for email? Make me an email from the ad copy. It's going to create this whole entire email for us about leveraging the same ad copy. So literally you could take an idea that you had from ad copy and then turn it into an email. Okay, so let's keep going. So we're thinking in terms of marketing. Make a Facebook page post using the same copy. And bam, it's gonna start doing this. So I started with one idea, but I can just keep rolling through it. You know, we continue going down that marketing, and it even gives me hashtags. I could say, what are the top 15, I think it's like, I can't remember what Instagram actually has. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. What's the max amount of hashtags that you can put in? What are the top 15 hashtags for martial arts schools in the, I'll just use this. I don't live here, but in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Boom. Look at that. And then it just starts popping off. So, hey, if you're in Atlanta, you could literally use these hashtags. Boom. And there it goes. And you could stay relevant to help you reach a wider audience. Okay. So you can see how this is going to be so huge because I did all of that in 5 minutes, maybe? That's a ton of content in 5 minutes. And here's the other cool thing. You can utilize this. So we're going in order. Okay. So we're doing marketing. So now we're doing sales, right? So if I'm going, okay, how could I utilize this better for sales? Well, the way that I would utilize it, and I'm not going to type it in here for you, I'm just going to tell you, but the way that I would utilize it is I would go, okay, we've got this marketing campaign that's going. What are some things that we can do that we can send out that will prime them for the sale, right? So which is more marketing, but it's specifically to people who've already said yes to an appointment or yes to coming in. So for example, I would type in here, make me a value email based on the copy, and then it's going to make a value-based email. And so now I'm giving some value. Make me a character development value-based email from the above. So I would not take this and just copy it verbatim, but man, it gives you a framework. And one of my mentors, one of the things that he told me many years ago was, sometimes it's easier creating from a framework than creating from something brand new. And just having a framework allows you to be able to exponentially speed up because you've already got the vehicle moving. Okay, so we've explored for marketing, we've explored for sales, but how would I do this for student success? Well, I would go over here and I would create a new chat and I would say, write me a value post for my existing martial arts school students. Boom. And you could take this value post, you could turn it into an email, you could turn it into a Facebook post. If you want to make a video, make me a video script of the above. And it's going to literally write you a script. This is amazing and powerful, right? So we went from marketing to sales to student success. Some other ways that you could use this, you could create Facebook posts, you could create Facebook group posts. You could engage people in content inside of your Facebook post or Facebook group, right? So maybe I would put, what's an engaging post I can use inside my Facebook group for my students. And I keep forgetting when I say what is, it's going to do that. Write me. See, you got to be specific. Write me an engaging post. Okay, so there it goes. Here's an engaging post. I might actually use this when I'm in martial arts school and let you guys know what happens. It says, hey everyone, I wanted to pose a challenge for y'all today. For the next week, I want you to practice a specific technique or drill for at least 10 minutes each day. It can be something you're working on in class or something new that you want to try. At the end of the week, post a video or photo of you practicing the technique and let us know how it went. I'll even throw in a prize for the person who shows the most improvement over the week. Who's in? Let's get practicing. That's pretty dope. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's endless, guys. You can just keep going and creating different content. It's limited only to your imagination. I just think this is a great tool. I think that if you can train your team on how to use this and give them permission to use it, don't be the school teacher who goes, no, you have to have original content and thought and ideas. And the only way that I'm going to give you a good grade is if you do that. Don't do that to your staff. If you had the power to take an iPhone and put it in their hands and allow them to use it to take pictures and videos of your classes, which would then further your presence on social media, you'd allow them to do that. You wouldn't say, hey, the only way you can do this is if you use an old film camera. You're going to take pictures of the classes. You're going to have to make sure that you understand how to work the aperture, how to work the speed, how to make sure you have the right film. And then you have to go somewhere that still develops film, and you're going to have to get it developed, and then it's going to have to get burned onto a disc. Like, you would not do that to your staff. You would give them the best tools possible, and you would allow them to use it. And that's the same thing. So this literally is limited only to your imagination and the training that you give your team. But with that being said, this isn't an end-all be-all. Just because you type this in, it's not going to magically build you anything. The next thing that has to happen is you actually have to have systems to back up each of these pieces. If you do not have systems in place that allows your staff to be able to do these things, or allows you to be able to do them and keep up with it consistently, you're going to get all caught up in doing this, and you're going to get so excited about doing this thing. And then what's going to end up happening is you're going to burn out because you didn't have a framework. You didn't have a system. It's like that student who gets started in martial arts training and who's gung-ho. They're in classes every single day. They're in your sparring classes. They're in grappling classes. They're in your weapons class. They're in all these things. And then 2 months go by and you're like, where'd they go? They stopped training. Well, they stopped training because they got burned out because they were doing too much. It was all consuming. And I think that that's going to be really the challenge with this. I mean, there's a lot of other things that we could talk about as far as AI. I don't fear AI. I know there's a lot of people that are saying, well, this is something to be afraid of. We're going to be replaced by the robots. I don't fear AI. I think that over and over throughout history, we've seen better and better technology come into place. And it's allowed us to level up our game, level up our game, level up our game. And yes, the game is changing. If you're not willing to change, you're going to get ran over by the game. But if you're willing to change and you're willing to adapt and you're willing to leverage, there is a lot of room for growth, and there's a lot of room for you to be successful. So guys, I hope that you find that this video was helpful. Do me a favor, smash the subscribe button on this channel if you want more valuable content like this. And let me know in the comments what you're using AI for in your martial arts school. Until next time, guys, keep being awesome.